Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the 49ers and the entire NFC West. It's about a potential blockbuster move, one that has NFL insiders buzzing and could dramatically reshape how the division looks in the coming months. We're talking about the possibility of Josh Allen, the explosive pass rusher from the Jacksonville Jaguars, heading to San Francisco. Yeah, I know it sounds like a wild move, but the league sources, echoing what Adam Schefter has hinted at, suggest that the Jaguars are ready to shake things up. They're in a rebuild mode after a rough 4-8 start this season, and it seems they're prioritizing their draft, cap space, and future prospects over trying to compete now. The Jaguars, with around $24 million in cap space, are clearly signaling they're shifting gears. They've already moved their franchise edge, and now the buzz is that they're eyeing a draft pick swap that could land San Francisco a player of Allen's caliber. This guy isn't just any pass rusher. He's a game wrecker, a true force off the edge who could immediately bolster the Niners' shaky pass rush. The 49ers, as you all know, have been dealing with injuries and inconsistency on defense, especially after losing Bosa for the season with that ACL injury. The pass rush has struggled to generate the same pressure and disrupt opposing QBs, which has allowed opponents to stay in games longer than they should. Allen, at 28, is a veteran with a proven track record. He's got 57 sacks so far in his career, setting Jaguars records, and he's been a consistent threat, earning 4 Pro Bowls along the way. This season, he's been a nightmare for offensive lines, boasting a PFF pass rush grade of 92.6, one of the best in the league. His stats are impressive: 9.5 sacks, 48 tackles, 8 tackles for loss in just 12 games, and a pressure snap rate of 14.5%. He's averaging 4.0 QB hits per game, and has an incredible 76% win rate against double teams. What stands out even more is his ability to force turnovers. He's already caused 4 fumbles this season, which is huge for a team like the 49ers looking to boost their takeaway numbers. Let's talk about his playstyle because that's what makes him such a perfect fit for San Francisco. Allen is a speed rusher, fast, relentless, and technically savvy. His ability to generate pressure against double teams makes him a nightmare for offensive lines, especially when paired with the likes of Young and Sale's aggressive schemes. His 2025 stats show a player who excels in clutch moments, with a rush success rate of 78% and a YAC allowed of just 3.0 yards per run. He's adept at collapsing pockets and creating mismatches, which can be game-changing in tight situations. His 40-yard dash time of 4.58 seconds and ability to dominate in the red zone, stopping 49% of plays, highlight his explosiveness. And it's not just about raw stats. Allen brings a certain edge, a fiery presence that elevates the entire defense. His ability to generate pressure and force turnovers could be exactly what the Niners need to push their defense into elite territory. With the team already boasting a top-tier offense led by Purdy and McCaffrey, adding a player like Allen on the pass rush could be the final piece in the puzzle, especially with Bosa out for the season. Imagine the impact of a fresh, high-motor pass rusher wreaking havoc on opposing offensive lines, pressure that forces hurried throws, incompletions, and interceptions. But why would the Jaguars trade him now? Well, it's all about cap and draft strategy. They recently freed up about $23 million in cap space to extend Trevor Lawrence, signaling their focus on building around their young quarterback. They've been skeptical about their 4-8 record and the inconsistencies on their offensive line, which allows an average of 3.0 sacks per game. Their run defense has also been leaky, allowing 4.5 yards per carry, and they're looking to draft younger players to bolster their line and overall defense. The move away from Allen, who's set to be a free agent in 2027, makes sense in their rebuild plan. They want to gather more draft capital and cap flexibility to rebuild from the trenches outward. For the 49ers, this is a golden opportunity. With the pass rush in shambles after losing Bosa, who's out for the season with that ACL tear, they need to find ways to compensate. Adding Hines Allen could be a huge boost, not just in sacks but in overall pressure and disruption. His presence alone can elevate the defense, forcing quarterbacks into bad throws and generating turnovers that can swing games. The 49ers defense, which is already solid, could turn into a dominant unit again with his addition, especially as they look to make a serious playoff push and defend their NFC crown. Now I want to highlight the potential impact of this move on the odds for the Super Bowl. Right now, the Niners are sitting at around plus 1,200 to win Super Bowl LXI, which is a solid place to be. But with the addition of a player like Hines Allen, those odds could shorten significantly. His ability to make game-changing plays in the playoffs, to step up in clutch moments, could be exactly what San Francisco needs to get over the hump and finally hoist that trophy again. Remember, in the postseason, it's all about pressure, turnovers, and execution, things that Hines Allen excels at. Let's also consider how this move could reshape the NFC West. The Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals are all watching carefully. The Seahawks have been a solid team but lack that consistent pass rush threat. The Rams are rebuilding, and the Cardinals are still figuring things out under their new regime. If the 49ers add a player of Hines Allen's caliber, it could give them a major edge, making it even harder for rival offenses to keep up. It's about establishing dominance, setting a tone, and making Levi's Stadium a fortress once again. This move also sends a message to the league. The 49ers are serious about contending, even after a tough injury season. They're willing to make bold moves and invest in their defense. With Hines Allen in the fold, they can focus on creating mismatches, pressuring quarterbacks like Stafford and others in the NFC, and setting themselves up for a deep playoff run. His presence could also help reduce big plays, reducing the average yards per game allowed through the air and on the ground, making them a more well-rounded team. In terms of the overall team strategy, this is a classic example of how the 49ers front office and coaching staff are always looking ahead. They're balancing the present with the future, trying to capitalize on opportunities to strengthen their roster without sacrificing draft capital. The Jaguars' willingness to trade him now suggests they know they're not competing for a title this year and want to build for the long term. For San Francisco, it's about seizing that moment and making a move that could define the rest of the season and beyond. And just imagine the scene at Levi's if Hines Allen joins the squad. The roar of the crowd, the energy in the stadium, the anticipation of watching him unleash that fury on opposing quarterbacks. It's what every Niners fan dreams of, seeing that relentless pass rush, that constant threat that keeps offenses guessing and defenses energized. His addition could also inspire younger players, elevate the entire unit, and turn Levi's into one of the most intimidating defenses in the league once again. So folks, keep your eyes peeled, because this isn't just speculative talk. It's a real possibility that could come to fruition in the coming weeks. The NFL trade deadline is approaching, and the 49ers are always players in the market for game-changing talent. If this move happens, it could be the spark that propels them straight into Super Bowl contention. The NFC is loaded, but with a guy like Hines Allen, the 49ers could have that extra edge they need to punch through and claim that 6th Lombardi trophy. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential move? Would you be excited to see Hines Allen in red and gold? Do you believe he can be the difference maker in pushing the 49ers over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading what you guys have to say. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates and insights, so stay tuned for all the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This season isn't over yet, and with moves like this, the best is yet to come. Let's go Niners!